What's going on, folks? Sunday, the 11th of October, and just want to check in, got a little bit of music talk, and see if anything else pops up. Had a show last night. Played a show in Omaha last night. Big Al's birthday bash. Big Al's band, me and Army of 2600. That's Al's wife on the poster there, Holly. She plays drums. They do kind of a White Stripes type of thing, just a guitar and drums. It was sparsely attended, but it was a lot of fun. You know, just like anyone else, I would like to be, I'd like for my shows to be well attended. I would like to be the it thing. But I had a journalist come to the show last night to interview me and take pictures. This, little article, notoriety, goes a long way. It's like out of sight, out of mind. And, this article has led to some things already. But anyway, he was asking me, at my age 60, what keeps me going. And it is the act itself. It is the actual playing of the music and that camaraderie that happens in the moment, the buzz afterwards that keeps me going. I love playing music, and I like performing. I like playing music with other people. For my set last night, I played half of it solo. Then I had two musicians join me. And it looks like we're going to start a band out of this because it's improvised and it just works. This is the second time we did it. And it just really works. The other, act was Army of 2600, which was a solo act of a guy basically playing Atari video games, hooked up to keyboards and the hand controllers. And he gave me a tape that he made with Igor Amakian and Army of 2600, Welcome to Glitch World. I quite enjoyed his set, actually, and was happy to find out about him. We talked a bit, and he did not know about the Avant-Garde Music Festival that happened in Omaha for the second time this year, so I'm going to be sure and send him the contact information to apply next year. I want to definitely promote any and all artists who are working outside of the mainstream boundaries here in Omaha. I really want to encourage the art community and people that are trying to do things differently. I would definitely want to encourage that and support it. So that was a good time last night, and just wanted to share that in the poster. And one more thing about this magazine is that it really has led to some good things already. I had a person contact me on Facebook who knows nothing about me, but because of the article and the mention of my label, he wanted to buy something by me. So I sent him a list of what I have in stock, and he bought one of everything. I've been needing a day like that for a long time. He bought one of every album, CD, and single that I have available, which made for a very nice day. I'll leave the link, folks. I got music. Looking back at comments, someone had left a comment on my post for my most recent digital album, Reflection, and it was critical, but it was good. It was real. It was real criticism. Obviously, someone who knows and does music, and I accept it because I can only do what I know how to do, and all the criticisms that he said were real, I accept them, Also yesterday, besides playing a gig, I Almost Music, one of the local stores that is one of my favorites, they celebrated their 2-year anniversary by having a slight sale and some live music. So I went down and watched for a while. And of course I bought something, and I bought something new. I saw it the last time I was there and was hoping it would still be there, and it was. I'm a big fan of well, let me just show you what I bought. This is something. This is real neat. A real, it's like capturing history. Max Eastley and the Logos Ensemble, the Feminist Improvising Group, Cum, which is Throbbing Gristle. Basically pre-Throbbing Gristle, Genesis P. Orridge, and Cozy Fanny Tutti, and then Dereck Bailey. Double album. Most of this was recorded in 1974. The Bailey was recorded live in 1981. This is fantastic. The Feminist Improvising Group, for those of you that know Canterbury, is actually Georgie Bourne, Lindsay Cooper, Sally Potter, Maggie Nichols, and Irene Schweitzer, folks who were for a time involved with Henry Cowell. And I've listened to this all the way through already because I just, this stuff fascinates me. The Feminist Improvising Group side everything is really good. The logo side is the least interesting right away, but the Feminist Improvising Group side is intense. They go all the way down to silence and keep it down there for quite a long time because you have to turn it up. It's not silence. They're improvising, but they take it way down and then slowly bring it back up. And as a result, it's super intense, really good. The Cum performance, it's from a live performance action. There's a lot of droning going on. It sounds like they've got the entire room, whoever comes in to do this drone. There's other ambient sounds of movement, something else happening in the room. It's kind of creepy and fascinating. The Dereck Bailey side is unbelievable. For minutes, actually I was listening. This is why Dereck Bailey, rest in peace, was a genius. I put it on, and I'm listening, and then I start to do something while I'm still listening, and then my listening becomes more active because I realize what I put on because it doesn't sound like a guitar. And it's him playing live, improvising live. It's a long time before it sounds like a guitar. What he's doing is very interesting. You don't know, is that a synthesizer? What is that? Is that a field recording of something going on? This is amazing, and I'm really glad I picked it up. And for those who are interested in this sort of work, I highly recommend this. I also, that's the only thing I got at Half Price Books. But because the car is running and also celebrating, money is so tight, for me on my level and a lot of people, that the main thing we have to worry about is paying bills. So spending any money on ourselves, is a luxury, and it has to be considered. I hadn't been to Half Price Books in a long time, so I went ahead and went out there. And there wasn't much there, but I did pick up 3 things. One I put away already because I bought it. It was only $4.99. It was the Beatles story. Remember that double album, some of you folks? It's like a documentary on vinyl. And I always wanted it, even though I know it's just a cash-in on the Beatlemania of the time. But when I would see it as a kid, I just wanted it. Never had a copy, so now I do for $4.99. I just filed that in my Beatles section because I really didn't buy it to play it. I bought it because I wanted to have it. But also at Half Price Books, because they have stuff nice and cheap, I went ahead and bought these 2 albums. Light Years by Chick Corea's Electric Band. And this is a period where he's making a kind of semi-commercial fusion light. And, he's making money off of it, so I can't discredit him. But it's like these guys are really excellent musicians, but they kind of play it down, to make it... This is no offense to people. It's just that, in order to sell things, you have to make things simpler and easier to understand so that more people can approach it, which is what Chick Corea did with this music on Electric Band. So mostly because it was less than $5 and I had a limited amount, and I said, well, I'll work my way up from this. If there's something really good, I'll get that instead. There wasn't. So I got this for $4.99. And the other thing I got, which they had marked down for some reason, this is a brand new album, but they had this marked down for like $6.99. I don't know why. It's in perfect shape. Jose Gonzalez, Vestiges and Claws. Now, I went ahead and picked this up because I am familiar with Jose Gonzalez. I like the sound of his voice, and I like the way he presents his music. It's there's a soft way that he kind of pulls you in, just the way that he sings and plays the guitar. I really like this, and really haven't paid attention to the words just yet. Frankly, I still am fascinated about how words are they are powerful, and they do mean a lot. Yesterday I was talking to some folks online. One person I haven't really talked to much, and we're vibing on some music. And the first thing he does is send me lyrical quotes. I had never paid attention to those lyrics, But what we were getting from the music was obviously the same. We're enthusing about how incredible this piece of music is, The words had never meant anything. And once he quoted them, I could say, oh, I can see that someone could relate to that. But that's just really not important to me. It isn't, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. If words are so damn powerful and important, then I challenge everyone, because we just say them and they mean nothing. Nothing changes. We just want to hear it, right? You just want to hear the voice, right? I guess, I'm interested in the music, the whole picture. A lot of times I really don't care what you're saying. I really don't. So I'll leave it there. I'm just going to keep doing the videos the way that I do them, and when people request things, if I feel like responding, I will. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going like this. I will say that I have vinyl for sale. I do, and I have CDs for sale too. And the next orders of Flyover, the vinyl album, will also receive a CD version with an extra track. I didn't do this at first, but I have some CDs with an extra track. So I'm including this with the next orders of Flyover. If you buy the vinyl, you get it on CD as well with an extra track. And only $15 and plus postage. I'm still keeping the price down. Just, Okay. Thanks, everyone.